A report that we have says that Emmerson Mnangagwa has unleashed CIO operatives to eliminate Xavier Kasukuwere and Walter Mzembi in South Africa. This is just a sign of how desperate Emmerson Mnangagwa has become, especially at a time when the push for him to go is becoming louder and louder. And I think that Mnangagwa thinks that these guys have also a contribution that they are making in terms of the plans that are being put in place to remove him from power. And nobody would dispute that, because these guys have never really disconnected from ZANU-PF. G40 is still very much alive within ZANU-PF itself. So it would be naive for anybody to think that these guys are no longer connected to what may be happening there. Remember, many times these people are always writing about some events that are happening in ZANU-PF, and even mentioning some other stuff that will be about to happen, and they eventually happen according to how they have said it. So who would doubt that these guys still have quite very close contacts with some other individuals that are in ZANU-PF? And this is why Mnangagwa is now thinking of getting rid of them, of which I don't know whether he will be able to succeed. And this is not the first time that this kind of thing has happened. I remember again, sometime before the elections of 2023, we still remember something like that again having happened. And I think last year too, that we had reports of the same nature of CIO operatives being sent into South Africa. I was saying in the other show that Mnangagwa disrespects other sovereign countries, because you don't have to send your operatives to go and do your own business in another sovereign country. But well, since it is they are friends and comrades and brothers with the ANC, I think they can continue to do what they want. But it is really not right that you go and fight your own wars in a different country altogether. International Cables Network report that fresh intelligence detail received says 6 highly trained Zimbabwean CIO assassins have been deployed to South Africa on a must-win mission to eliminate Honorable Kasukuwere and Dr. Walter Mzembi. The extraterritorial assignment comes hot on the heels of pressers by respected senior war veterans led by Blessed Geza, who have detailed Emmerson Mnangagwa's failures and called him to resign. The contingent of assassins includes 5 men and 1 woman, whereby some traveled by airlink, which departed Harare Thursday morning, while others drove to South Africa via a ZIM-registered double cab. The embattled Mnangagwa believes Kasukuwere and Mzembi are working with the vocal war veterans and Vice President Constantino Chiwenga in trying to oust him from power. The covert operation includes a directive to proceed to Namibia, where they will trail and assassinate prominent political activist Neva Maswera Say, who has been at the center of exposing intricate security-related information on Mnangagwa's administration since June 2020. Renowned for his accuracy in predicting and reporting events, Maswera Say has become a person of interest to Mnangagwa's administration. So this is the report that we are having here, which of course continues to show the desperation that has befallen Emmerson Mnangagwa. Some of the moves that he's making, I think they are just too far-fetched. I don't think Mnangagwa would fight this battle and succeed, especially when you want to fight other people that are very far there. Where things have reached right now, to be honest, where we are right now as a country, we are at a point in time that Mnangagwa cannot recover from what is coming after him. Like I said, that one of the main events that have indicated who has power more than who here is the idea of allowing the police to write out a warrant of arrest for General, or rather for Comrade Geza, and at the end of time, don't do anything about it, and Comrade Geza continues to be walking scot-free. And the day that the letter came out from police, I even mentioned it. And I said, I think this is a mistake that Mnangagwa has done to allow his police to write about Geza and issuing threats of arrest. Because if he knows that he does not really have the power to arrest this man, he should not have started it. Because it is going to expose him that he is the weaker player in this whole game. And already we are seeing it. Over 72 hours, Comrade Geza has not been arrested. And yet we have pictures of him free and freely moving in Harare, going to restaurants and running around with his business and his errands, which is now a sign that has just been indicating that the one who seems now to be holding power is the other guy who was threatened with arrest. Of course, we have heard that he's staying at KG6, and Vananyoka Mabune have been saying that if you want him, go. And Mapurisa, go to KG6 and arrest him if you can. He is there, which is just a direct challenge that is just being given to Mnangagwa, just to indicate that he does not have control of things right now. And which is very, very true. I don't think that Mnangagwa is in control. The panic is too much. His little dogs too also are worsening the situation as they continue to send out and howl in insults. And some of these insults really are not going to be helping out at the end of the day. They should not be this way. But anyway, this is what it is. A time has just come where the implosion of ZANU-PF that we've always been talking about ever since is now taking shape. We are seeing things really beginning to happen right inside the camp of the enemy. So the people of Zimbabwe want to see the back of Emmerson Mnangagwa at any cost. And I'm sure that from the look of things, people are ready and people are shouting out to say they want to enter into that into the streets, as the war veterans are saying. And many of the people that are really ready to do this are actually people that are fed up with Mnangagwa. We only have a few people that are running with this Mafidi dynasty who think that Mnangagwa is still in control and will still hold on until 2030, but it's not going to be happening. Mnangagwa is also sickly, is also very old, and of late, when he came from leave, you could tell that the man is not really himself anymore. Health-wise, he doesn't look very, very healthy. But let's watch the space and see how things are going to eventually unfold. But there must be just one direction of things, the direction that will lead to the crumbling and the fall of Mnangagwa, or how the mighty have fallen. And this is the time and the season. So let's continue to believe God and to pray that Zimbabwe receives that salvation that Zimbabwean people have been waiting for a very, very long time. Otherwise, this is what it is. Thank you so much for joining me on the show, and remain blessed.